Greetings, goths, punks, metalheads, herberts, herbetters, Martians and subterranean folk and cosmic groovers, and buenos dias, amigos. How you're all doing? Well, today it's not going to be a walk video, I'm afraid. A couple of days ago, I injured my knee. I sort of overdid it doing the speed walking. It's not a bad injury, it's a slight knee strain, but I know from past experiences not to push it when you hurt your knee. So I'm just gonna take it easy for a couple of weeks. So I made an amateur mistake today. I brought out a tripod to film while I'm sat down and I forgot my gimbal, which I used to walk around with. So can't believe I've done that. The camera, I've not even got a mounting with it because it just goes in the gimbal. So I'm just doing a makeshift fix today. I can't even attach the camera to the tripod properly. So let me know if this gets too technical for you. I actually used an elastic band and attached it with an elastic band, but it seems to be doing the job. We shall see later. I have got my drone, so I'll add a little bit of drone footage as I'm walking around the nature reserve in with this video. So today I'm out at an easy place to get to. It's at the side of a local park. It's Chetham's Park, and at the side of it there's a place called Eastwood Nature Reserve, and that's where I am today. So even though my knee's not great, I wanted to do a little walk here and back home later, which isn't far, and it's not pushing my knee at all. And I wanted to get out and soak up some green vibes and nature vibes. So there are still options for people to get out in most places and enjoy nature and soak up some green vibes, you know, without going too far. And basically that's what I'm doing today. So I hope you guys don't mind. So the place where I am today, Eastwood Nature Reserve, it's a bit of a bird spotter's place. It's like a little wooded area, and you get all kinds of birds there, lots of squirrels too. The steep-sided clough of Eastwood Nature Reserve has an extensive system of good pathways around it, enabling visitors to experience a blanket of bluebells in the spring, as well as wood sorrel and wild angelica. There is also a wide variety of woodland birds such as chaffinch, tree creeper and nuthatch throughout the year, and even sometimes kingfishers. A stream runs through the entire length of the reserve into the old mill pond at Chetham Mill, just outside the reserve. So we'll just have a little chat today. I posted some photos up in the week on YouTube in my posts, and there were some photos that a friend passed on to me. I've recently, in the last couple of years, got back in contact with this friend, and it was like, he was my best friend from school. So he sent me these photos, and there's photos I didn't even know existed of me, and they're from a long time ago. They're from about 33 years ago when I was more into punk. I mean, I was still into like the horror punk stuff, to be honest, like the Misfits and the Damned more than anything else, and the Cramps. But I did identify more as punk than goth in those days. But it was interesting seeing those photos, and I think a lot of you guys enjoyed seeing them as well, and I got quite a lot of comments on them, and thanks for all the positive comments on those. It's really nice. So I got sent quite a few photos. Now a lot of the photos weren't that good quality, and you couldn't really make them out that well because they were probably taken on a disposable camera back at the time. But there were some gems amongst them. There was the ones that I put up, which I thought turned out really well. Not that I think I'm a gem, I don't. But there was one in particular of one of my best friends from the time who sadly passed away. And it was a really nice photo of him. So I sent that to his daughter, and I think she's happy with that. So it is interesting for me looking at pictures from the past. It's nice seeing old faces, friends, some with us, some not with us. It also reminds me of certain things, certain times. I can remember looking at some of these photos, and I remembered some of the people that used to hang around the edges of the alternative scene. These were people that were not within the subculture, but they hung around the same places. A lot of these people were really young, like 17 or 18. A lot of them runaways that had, they'd come to the big city to escape whatever they were running from, and they ended up on addictive drugs. And I remember a lot of the time, at least 5 of these people, possibly double that died. And, you just hear a few weeks later that, such and such had died. And, thinking back, it's such a tragic thing that these young people, lost souls ended up this way. And, I just wish they could have another better life sometimes. But I am thinking of doing a video in future talking about some of those memories and the good times we had when we went on a youth exchange trip when I was a lot younger, obviously, to Germany. And we met a load of German punks, and then they came over to England, and they hung around with us, and it was a holiday of a lifetime. And I was talking to one of my friends who went with me, and he was saying maybe I could do a video on it. So I've talked about bits and bobs from that, but I've not done a full video dedicated to it. So I might do that as a collab with my friend, because I'm sure he can remember parts that I can't, and vice versa. So we'll see about that one. Hopefully we'll get that done. On the music front, for music that I'm making, we're working on a new track for the project Romance of Broken Minds. All the tracks have gone to the singer now, and he's done some rough vocals, and he's going to be working on that shortly. So hopefully that should be out soon as well. So we've got a cool goth band playing in Manchester in August. Now it's this band here, and I'm really looking forward to seeing them. And yeah, that'll be a good one. It'll be the first gig I've been to for a while, so I'll look forward to that. So thinking of memories, thinking back to the old times when we were all young, I've also got to think about the massive positives as well. A lot of the people, myself included, we came from broken homes. I was like thrown out of home at a very young age. And it was quite common amongst the alternative scene. A lot of people had come from broken homes and problem backgrounds. And there was also a large amount of us who've, through every adversity we came through and we made it. And, it's a miracle that some of us did. Some of the stories were a lot worse than mine. And I look at them people now, and, they've gone on to have families, and they've brought the children up healthy and happy. And, I've got to think about those times as well. And, the incredible amount of strength it takes when you've got nothing. You're literally thrown out of home, and, everything you make has got to be yourself and your own hands in life. And so there is some big positives as well when I think back. So going back a couple of weeks ago when I did a video talking about goth, I just wanted to clarify a few things. I personally don't care about anyone wanting to call themselves goth. If someone wants to call themselves goth and they identify as that, that's totally fine with me. I mean, I don't even mind what you wear. You can wear a Spider-Man suit and a pair of scuba diving flippers on your feet and call yourself goth. And again, I don't care. If you want to call yourself goth, that's fine. Doesn't bother me. But the only thing is, to me, being part of the goth subculture, that's a bit different. It's because the goth subculture, it's a youth subculture, which originally was formed by young people. And that's based on liking the music and liking the bands, and sometimes liking the same sort of clothes. But saying that, if said individual was wearing a Spider-Man suit and a pair of diving flippers on the feet, if they participated in the goth scene, and they like the goth bands and the goth music, and and they was part of the scene, then I've got no problem with that whatsoever. I mean, that person might be known locally in the scene as though they're Spider-Man, but be accepted because they love being part of the subculture and the music. They might dress a bit different, but that's fine. You can get people who don't dress goth at all in the goth subculture, and that's fine. If someone wants to dress in a goth style and they're not into goth music or the gothic subculture and they just like the goth clothes, they can 100% do that. And it's totally legit for them to do it. You can dress however you want. I'd only add to that, as long as you're not causing any problems for people or bothering anybody or, causing difficulties for people, then that's fine. So it's really quiet here today. I've seen one person going past a walker whilst I've been here. And apart from that, nobody. But I like it here because the weather's getting a bit hot now. We're heading for a bit of a heat wave next week. So these kind of wooded places are a haven for me. And I know other goths out there who seek out woodland places as well in the hot weather. So as usual, I'd like to say a big thank you to all my recent subscribers. Cheers, guys. Really means a lot. And for all you guys that have been with me for a while now, thanks for staying around. I really appreciate having you guys support me on this channel. So I just hope this knee heals up soon. It's not too bad, so it shouldn't be too long. And I look forward to getting out on some proper walks again. I mean, I don't mind having a little break, taking it easy on the knee, because I walk every day, at least 3 miles, more likely 4 miles a day, when I'm not doing like the walks that you see me bring you guys along on. So yeah, I should have a bit of a break really. It'd probably be good for me. So I'm going to wrap this video up for today. So thanks for watching, and until the next video, don't forget, be different, stay weird, and stay free. Bye now.